Oh, good morning, YouTube. Well, last night was TV night. I thought I was just going on there to see the last episode, the finale of Greenleaf. But then I discovered that not only was the finale of Greenleaf on, but also the opening of premiere of both Empire and Star. So it was a lot of TV watching last night. Ain't no way in hell I'm doing all that. Well, Greenleaf ends, so that's over. But I know they're going to be starting Queen Sugar very soon after that, so I don't want to miss that. So I'm just going to skip Star this season. I did her last year. It looks like they've made some improvements, but we're just going to do Empire and Queen Sugar when it comes on. Okay, Empire. Okay, it opens up with Cookie and Andre. They're doing these little cameos of them being interviewed. They're talking about the 20th anniversary of Empire. Apparently there's going to be some big celebration at Leviticus. So they're just interviewing about it. Both of them at one point have to stop the interview because they get choked up about something around this celebration. So we know what the tea is with Andre, what he's so choked up about. He tried to murder his father and almost succeeded. But we'll get to that. All right, next thing we see, Lucius is in a lobby. I guess she's at Leviticus for the rehearsal or something. Either that or they're there at Empire. But he's approached by Carlotta from Star. And of course, Lucius has amnesia. I forgot I just have to backtrack and see what was going on. But Lucius has amnesia. He doesn't recognize the girl, but he pretends that he's nice to her. As he's recovering, Lucius has got his whole personality minus the core of his Lucius personality. So he's actually nice. And she explains how she knew him. They used to have a girl group back in the day. Cookie remembers her and says, "Oh, you were with that white girl and you had a group called such and such." Right. So Lucius said, "No, we'll see him." So they're going to tie these two shows together, and they're going to be playing back to back every week. Okay, so he doesn't really remember her. Cookie remembered her, but he's committed to at least hear their demo. Star, whatever their name is, what are the Star's names? I think they're bad girls or something. Whatever it is. All right, Lucius is weak. He's weak after the bombing, but not only has he got amnesia about most things, he seems to remember a little bit. He remembers who his family is. He remembers the baby, Bella. As far as I can tell, he remembers all his family members, but he doesn't remember the details of their lives. And he's also lost a leg. So when they go to greet him at the car, he was coming home, they discovered he has no leg. Cookie already knew this. She said, "Where's his leg?" Because and the leg was in the car. It was uncomfortable. He took it off. Okay, so Demi Moore is the one, and I think Demi Moore owns this show. She has something to do with the ownership of this program. Anyway, she's playing a role as a therapist trying to get him back, get his memory back. Okay, so she's always with him. She gets out of the limousine with him. Cookie starts giving her attitude immediately. Of course, she don't like no woman around Lucius. But he has got no leg. All right. Miss Dubois. Next thing is Miss Dubois. She is, that's Laura. That's Miss Huxtable. She has got a vendetta against his family. She's determined to get them. So now she's been playing Akeem. Remember, they had kidnapped the baby, and she had returned the baby to Akeem, but under her conditions, and he still doesn't know what those conditions are. He just knows that he's been caring for her for 5 months, and she's been seeing him on a regular basis. Right, so she hasn't exposed her full plan yet. But she's kind of blackmailing Hakeem, because she takes and shows him this book. Because he said okay, we're done. I'm through. I'm not paying. I'm not messing with you anymore. And so she pulls out this photo album showing her and the baby's mother, Anika, and her together. All these pictures. She got a whole book full of pictures of the three of them together plotting to get Bella back. See, Cookie and Lucius had no idea about that. That they were in cahoots with her. So she's blackmailing him. Although she has not made it clear yet what she wants exactly. Okay, next thing we see is Miss Dubois also has another son. Now her son, the one who's going to marry Cookie, I can't remember that far back. He didn't get killed, did he? He's not made an appearance in this first episode. But she has another son. Another tall, good-looking black dude. He is up under Jamal. So he's been romancing Jamal, and he slept with him. Then a little bit later, we find out that is her other son, and he's there on a mission. And he's kind of gotten to Jamal, because Jamal is stating that he may be in love. All right. She's determined to have her revenge against these lions. She said the lions that cost her son his career, and she's gonna cost them everything. But she wants to get them individually. She wants to ruin every lion's child, because her child's livelihood was ruined. All right. Miss Claudia, the therapist. Okay, I already said that. Basically, just Cookie hates her because Lucius seems to be falling for her. A lot of rubby, touchy, feely kind of stuff. Claudia, she explains to her what transference is. It's when you have a therapist, somebody's helping you, and you transfer your emotions onto that person. So we don't know if Cookie totally buys it or not, but she sees that he is being helped. So she stands back. At first she told her to get out. She's firing her because she saw them out there talking alone by the lake. I don't know if we saw this, how beautiful this land they have is before, but it's a beautiful estate with the lake in the back. All right, so she lets her stay. But she's keeping an eye on her. Every time they show Lucius touching her or her touching him, her eye is on it. And the camera is also. Okay, Lucius is a much sweeter, kinder parent with amnesia. All right, they have a meal out there in the back of the mansion. And he goes around to the table and asks everyone about their life. He says, I see that Hakeem has got Bella and what's the other girl's name? Kiana. He's got a girlfriend and he's got the baby. And he has Andre. Who did he have in his life? Andre said he had a wife. And then he says she died. And he asks when. And he says a while back. They don't want to trigger him too far back, because so much happened, so much drama, that it could hinder his progress. So he just kind of leave it hanging. And then I thought it was a cute scene. And then he asked Jamal. He said, Jamal, are you seeing anyone? And Jamal says, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm seeing someone. And Lucius says, without any malice now, casually, do I know him? And Jamal asked him, why you say it's him? Oh, I'm sorry. He's so docile, this guy. I'm sorry. Is it a him? And yes, Dad, it's a him. I think I'm in love. Now he don't know that he's about to get played big time by that dude, because that's Miss Boubois' other son, sent there on a mission to get them. Okay. So they're at this table, and of course, as with the lions, even with him in that condition, they start fighting. Lucius says, "Enough!" Splatters all the glasses all over the places, and walks away from the dinner table. And he walks toward, I should call this I shouldn't call it a lake. It's actually a pond, small body of water. He goes to the pier. It's big enough to have a boat because there's a pier, right? He goes to the pier, and he is about to jump into this thing, and they have to rescue him. He said he don't want to be here. From all the bickering. I mean, Hakeem said some completely unnecessary, inappropriate things that set off Jamal. Then they're screaming, yelling, and then of course Andre's got to go kick Hakeem's ass. So they had to break all that up, and Lucius starts heading for the water, and they save him before he jumps. Okay, he threw his crutches down on the ground. He was great jumping into the water, so it was almost a suicide. So the big plan now is I got to go to this big party. Cookie believes that this party is not going to be successful if Lucius doesn't appear there healthy, because a lot of people who are buying into his company, they're buying in because of Lucius. They want to see him walking and healthy, or it could hurt the company severely. So she's really pressing this thing about him making his appearance. He gets there. He arrives at Leviticus, and there's photographers all over the place, right? And they're snapping all these lights in his face, and he has an anxiety attack where he's on the ground, crawling under the curtains. And this other girl, Claudia, has to talk him down. Again, she gets into his head. Cookie's forced to stand back because Cookie would rather be helping him herself. She feels like she knows him. That's her husband. She should be able to help him, or was her husband. But this girl's got the special powers, so she gets him on stage. He makes his appearance, and he does okay. But he exposes to the audience. They can tell something's wrong with his head still. I mean, it was just blown up. But he exposes that he has one leg on the stage, right? Hold on. Okay, he also talks about, but another thing he talked about at the dinner table was that his favorite song that Lucius has is a favorite song now because in this new state of mind, he don't like all his rap music, all his murder and killing and all this stuff that's in his music, right? It makes him sick. But he likes his one song. And he said, play that song. He has the servant guy plays the song over the loudspeaker outside. And then I think it's Jamal that tells him, he said, I wrote that. Why didn't I write more songs like that? She said, you didn't write it. Mama did. And so Cookie had written the song when she was in prison. And then he really liked the song. Then he was looking over the album cover because the guy who turned the music on, it brought him the cover. And he said, well, why isn't your name on here? Even Bumpy's name was on the record, but hers wasn't. And she explained how they felt it was better for the company if his name, they presented as Lucius wrote it. So he said, that's wrong. That's wrong. He did some pretty good acting. I mean, Lucius doing some pretty good acting, Terrence Howard, in this thing, because his character is pretty believable, not over the top or anything. Okay, so last thing happens. There was a guy, they had hired a bomb specialist, right? There was Shine and Andre. The bomb was not successful. They end up maiming the man instead of killing him. They had one loose end, and that was the guy who actually planted the bomb. So when he's supposed to be paying him off, Shine made him to pay him off for what he did. Instead, he puts a bullet in his head. So Shine murders him while Andre is on the phone. I don't know how this season doesn't look good for Andre, because this is not the kind of thing you can just forget. You hired somebody to kill your father and maimed him, and he lost a leg. More than likely, Andre's going to end up dead. Just a guess. I don't see any way around it. You can't just forgive something like that. Although Cookie tried to kill him once too, so who knows? All right. That's the season premiere, Empire. Talk to you next week.